The anticipation is reaching its peak as we delve into the pre-fight analysis of UFC 291, featuring the thrilling rematch between Dustin Poirier and Justin Gaethje. Two warriors with a score to settle step into the octagon once again, promising an adrenaline-fueled clash. And that's not all. There is another epic showdown between Blachowicz and Alex Pereira as they battle for supremacy. Get ready for a night of explosive action and unforgettable moments. First off, the fight between Dustin Poirier and Justin Gaethje. They are two of the most exciting and durable fighters in the UFC. They've both proven themselves to be elite lightweights who can hang with anyone in the division. They first met in 2018 at UFC on Fox 29, where they delivered one of the best fights of the year. It was a back-and-forth slugfest that saw both fighters land heavy shots. Poirier was able to finish Gaethje in the 4th round by TKO, but not before taking a lot of leg kicks and eye pokes from Gaethje. The fight earned them both Fight of the Night honors and cemented their status as fan favorites. Since then, both fighters have improved their skills and climbed up the rankings. Poirier went on to win the interim lightweight title by defeating Max Holloway in a thrilling 5-round battle. He then challenged Khabib Nurmagomedov for the undisputed title, but he came up short by submission in the 3rd round. Gaethje also had a remarkable run after losing to Poirier. He scored 3 consecutive first-round knockouts over James Vick, Edson Barboza, and Donald Cerrone, earning 3 Performance of the Night bonuses in a row. He then shocked the world by dominating Tony Ferguson for 5 rounds and winning the interim lightweight title by TKO. He also challenged Khabib Nurmagomedov for the undisputed title, but he suffered a 2nd-round submission loss as well. Now both fighters are looking to get back into title contention and prove that they are still among the best in the world. They have agreed to fight each other again for the BMF title, which is a perfect fit for their styles and personalities. So, how will this fight play out? Here are some of the key factors that will determine the outcome. First of all, striking. Both fighters are excellent strikers who can dish out and absorb a lot of punishment. They have power, speed, accuracy, and variety in their arsenal. Poirier is more of a boxer who likes to use his jab in combinations to set up his hooks and uppercuts. He also mixes in some kicks and knees to keep his opponents guessing. He has great footwork and head movement that allows him to avoid some shots and counter with his own. He is also very good at finding openings and exploiting them with his precision and timing. Gaethje is more of a brawler who likes to pressure his opponents with constant aggression and volume. He throws a lot of leg kicks that can chop down his foes and limit their mobility. He also throws haymakers with both hands that can knock out anyone if they land clean. He has a granite chin that allows him to take some shots and keep coming forward. Both fighters have shown that they can hurt each other with their strikes, as they did in their first fight. However, Poirier has a slight edge in this department because he is more technical and versatile than Gaethje. He can adapt better to different situations and use different weapons to attack different targets. He can also control the distance and tempo better than Gaethje, who tends to be more predictable and reckless with his striking. Poirier has higher striking accuracy and defense than Gaethje, and he also lands more significant strikes per minute than Gaethje. Therefore, Poirier may be able to land more clean and effective shots than Gaethje and avoid some of the damage that Gaethje will try to inflict on him. Finally, cardio, chin, and heart. These are some of the most important factors in any fight, especially in a fight like this one that is expected to be a long and brutal affair. Both fighters have incredible cardio, chin, and heart that allow them to endure and overcome adversity in the octagon. They have both shown that they can fight for 5 rounds at a high pace and intensity without slowing down or giving up. Both fighters have proven themselves to be warriors who never quit and always give their best. However, Poirier has a slight edge in this department as well, because he has been more consistent and resilient than Gaethje in his UFC career. He has been in more 5-round fights than Gaethje, and he has won more of them than Gaethje. He has also been knocked out less than Gaethje, and he has recovered better from his losses than him. So it is predicted that Dustin Poirier will win this fight by TKO in the 4th round again. He may be able to outstrike Gaethje with his superior technique and variety, and hurt him with his power and precision. Of course, this is not a guarantee or a certainty. Anything can happen in MMA, especially in a fight like this one where both fighters are capable of knocking each other out or submitting each other at any moment. There are many possible scenarios or surprises that could happen in this fight, like Gaethje could land a devastating leg kick or eye poke that could cripple Poirier's mobility or vision, or Gaethje can land a powerful haymaker or head kick that could knock Poirier out cold. Maybe Poirier could suffer an injury or a cut that could affect his performance or stop the fight. Poirier could get overconfident or careless and make a mistake that could cost him the fight. The fight could go on to a decision that could be controversial or disputed by the fans and the media. These are just some of the possibilities that could happen in this fight, and that's what makes it so exciting and unpredictable. This is a fight that many fans are looking forward to because it will be a display of skill, power, heart, and determination by two of the best fighters in the world. The next fight between Jan Blachowicz and Alex Pereira is also one to watch out for. Jan Blachowicz is a veteran of the sport who has been competing in the UFC since 2014. He has a record of 29 wins, 9 losses, and 1 draw, with 9 knockouts and 9 submissions. Blachowicz started his UFC career with mixed results, going 2-4 in his first 6 fights, but then went on a 4-fight winning streak, defeating the likes of Jimmy Manuwa and Akita Krylov. He then suffered a setback against Thiago Santos, who knocked him out in the 3rd round. He bounced back with another 4-fight winning streak, defeating the likes of Luke Rockhold, Jacare Souza, and Corey Anderson. He then captured the vacant light heavyweight title by knocking out Dominic Reyes in the 2nd round at UFC 253. Blachowicz defended his title once again against Israel Adesanya, who moved up from middleweight to challenger. Blachowicz uses size, strength, and wrestling to neutralize Adesanya's striking and win a unanimous decision at UFC 259. He then lost his title to Glover Teixeira, who submitted him in the 2nd round at UFC 267. His following 2 fights after that being a win over Alexander Rakic and a draw against Magomed Ankalaev for the vacant UFC light heavyweight title. Blachowicz is looking to bounce back from his previous title loss and draw to get back into contention with a win over Alex Pereira. He is confident that he can use his experience, his versatility, and his power to defeat Pereira and prove that he is still one of the best in the world. Alex Pereira is a newcomer to the light heavyweight division who has been competing in the UFC since 2020. He has a record of 7 wins and 2 losses, with 6 knockouts and 1 submission. Pereira made his UFC debut against Andreas Michailidis at UFC Fight Night, Hall vs. Silva. He won by knockout in the 1st round with a flying knee and punches. After stringing together a few wins, Pereira then challenged Israel Adesanya for the middleweight title at UFC 281. Pereira had previously defeated Adesanya twice in kickboxing matches, once by decision and once by knockout. Pereira was confident that he could repeat his success in MMA and become the new champion, and he was successful in doing so with a shocking TKO victory late into the 5th round. However, in their rematch, Adesanya proved to be too much for Pereira as he knocked him out in the 2nd round with a head kick and punches. Pereira is now moving up to light heavyweight to start a new chapter in his career. He is confident that he can use his speed, his agility, and his power to defeat Blachowicz and make an immediate impact in the division. So how will this fight play out? It depends on many things. First of all, striking. This is the strength of both fighters, as they have shown their ability to knock out their opponents with various strikes. They both have power, accuracy, and creativity in their striking arsenal. However, they also have some differences in their striking styles. Blachowicz is more of a traditional striker who likes to use his boxing and kickboxing skills to set up his punches and kicks. He also mixes in some elbows and knees to add some variety to his attacks. Pereira is more of a flashy striker who likes to use his kickboxing and Muay Thai skills to set up his flying knees and spinning attacks. He also throws some hooks and uppercuts to add some power to his strikes. Both fighters have shown that they can hurt and finish their opponents with their strikes, but they have also shown that they can be hurt and finished by their opponent's strikes. Therefore, striking could be a very close and competitive aspect of this fight, as both fighters have the potential to land a knockout blow at any moment. However, Pereira has a slight edge in this department because he's faster and more explosive than Blachowicz. He could also use his speed and agility to land some shots that Blachowicz might not see coming, and he could also use his flying knees and spinning attacks to catch Blachowicz off guard. Pereira has some jiu-jitsu experience from his training with Teixeira MMA and fitness, and he has 1 submission in his resume, a guillotine choke over Ildemar Alcantara. He could also have some takedowns in his arsenal. However, he rarely uses his wrestling or jiu-jitsu offensively either, as he relies more on his striking skills to win his fights. While both fighters have proven themselves to be tough and resilient competitors who always give their best, Though anything can happen in MMA, so many possible scenarios or surprises could happen in this fight. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more MMA content. And don't forget to leave your comments below and let me know what you think about these fights. Who do you think will win? I would love to hear your thoughts and opinions. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace out.